and all your energies. And look, it didn't even take that long, a whole 15 minutes. A whole 15 minutes. Yeah. That's what's up. Yep. Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Let's go. Everybody that's on YouTube that's coming in, this is the actual test run. Work out the kinks. Let me know if you can hear me on YouTube. Work out the kinks of starting our program and our offering the 90-day challenge, which is heal your chakras, heal your money. Let's go. Hey, look at that. My little sweetie honey is here. Hey, Sasa. My daughter's in here. I love it. Yay. I'm always up. Wait, hold on. Ring the bell. She won't get on Instagram, y'all. So she said, you can hear and see me. Fabulous. Thank you. You know, lovely. Mama doing something right. And that's great. So that means I won't need to go on my other device to see if I'm live or not. Right. We are live. Wonderful. Okay. So heal you. Oh, look at all these folks. Come on here now. I love you. Thank you. Come in. Please thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you are on YouTube. If you are on Instagram, you can share this with some folks as well. Now that we got the kinks out, the technologies are going. Tell your sister friends, your brother friends to come on in and let's have a chat up about these chakras and this 90-day adventure and self-discovery 90 days of adventure and self discovery for healing our chakras and healing our money, honey. That's what it is. This again is the, like I said, kind of like the test run to work out the kinks. We're not going to be on here long because it is a test run. Plus, I had to get up so I could be online at 7:30 in the morning and be ready. As many of you know, my offering and my sharing with the community has been the mind body energy, right? Mama yoga, the yogic dynamic, combining or tying together your energetic makeup, your energetic processes with your earthly mission and how that all comes to play, how that all works together. So that has been my offering to our community, since I've been walking this awakened to my life journey, which is going on 35 years now, maybe even longer than that. I started studying Afrocentric culture when I left New York as a professional model. Insert picture. Hello. When I left New York, I was 28 or 29. I had a very successful modeling career. People think fame equals success, but the real flex is to be quite successful monetarily and otherwise without all the trappings of fame, right? So I had had a successful modeling career in New York. I left New York, started studying Afrocentric culture, and I just kept getting these little words, these little whispers. There's something you're supposed to be doing. There's something that you're supposed to be doing. And so modeling was great till it wasn't, as they say. And I came home and started living, a quote unquote regular people's life. Because in that modeling world, it was all glamorous, honey. It was just glamour, honey, glamour. And it was a lot comes with that though. So it was time for me to leave that life. Excuse me. I came home and I was working at a local company in Trenton. My shout out to my beautiful Trenton, New Jersey. That soil, that dirt that grew me up. I came home and I was working at a local company, and um, I met a young man at that company. Who was one of the employees? He was like, "So what's up with you? I noticed you changed your hair from wearing your hair straight, and everything to now your hair is natural. what's going on with you? And I said, well, I just want to get more into my culture and find out who I am as a African person in America. And he said, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. So the next day, he put a tape cassette in my hand. This is how long ago that was. Put a tape cassette in my hand, and it was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan giving a speech to the Black Music Association at the Peachtree Hotel in Georgia, like in 81 or 82, something like that. And boy, let me tell you something, honey. My energy, it was like somebody kicked open a door. My energy was on fire. I just couldn't get enough. So I spent a lot of the next few years, going up to New York, following Dr. John Henry Clark, sitting at his feet. God bless our beneficent ancestors, those great teachers who were in our presence in this lifetime and others, for the works that they did. Sat at Dr. Ben Yakinen's feet, Leonard Jeffries. I was just up in New York, Professor James Small, African Echoes, ASCAC, like I was in it. My daughter's online, she'll tell you. And I found my way to my beloved Osira Society, and there start the other side of the awakening, the spiritual, the connection to this spirited routines and rituals that help to open the divine presence and consciousness and connection within, right? So that was that. It was amazing. Like I knew that's exactly where I was supposed to be. And since that time, I have, and that was in 91, I think, 91 or 92. Anyway, I'm giving y'all the whole timeline. Uh, um, it's been I've been made aware that my mission is to share the connection and help people understand that there's a connection between them and source that is for their ultimate nourishment, that is for their healing, that is for their well-being, that is for their divine bringing forth the mission, the love, the blessings that are deposited within their spirit. you know Healing is a team sport, for real. Our community, everybody has to level up to whatever capacity they can, and all of us have to bring and share our gifts that we were given, um, to nourish those that the universal energy God sends to our presence. Like you get a group of folk, you get a group of folk, and you get a group of folk. I'm like Oprah now. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. We all have an assignment, and we all have an assigned ancestral flow that we are to love on, nurture, bring fruit of well-being and healing, and share our gifts with, right? So I understand that my mission is to teach about the connectedness of your mind, body, and energy. The connectedness of this physical vessel, your consciousness and source, to your manifestation here on this earthly plane. And one of the main concerns that we have is, for some reason in spiritual culture, we scared as hell of money. Not even just spiritual culture, just, the Black community altogether, we just scared of money. And you can't be scared of money, because money, what we call money, is a necessary energetic exchange for the dimension that we live in. And our job as alchemists, that is, divine beings charged with the capacity to make something out of nothing 400 years of slavery, and even longer than that, thousands of years of onslaught and rape and pillage and, a destruction of the mindset of a people, thousands of years in the making. 400 recent memory, most savage and egregious recent memory, when you take a person away from the core of who they are and infuse them with a most destructive, most savage identity and perspective, right? That is the most egregious. And that's why the time has changed, right? So we can't be afraid of the energetic exchange that is necessary for this particular rock we are on, right? This space that we're on, the planet Earth. So we can use yoga to help elevate our consciousness and our spiritual connection, because that's what I learned yoga for. In Osaraset Society, God bless and love Shechem, Dr. Raul Nefer Amen. Osaraset is amazing. Any of you out there, if you want a PhD level training in spiritual culture and your spirit guides you, so Osaraset is the spot, right? So in Osaraset Society, we learn yoga not for exercise, not for the downward dog and the mountain and the rest of the poses and getting your leg behind your head and all of this. Although those were asanas or asanas, postures that were taught, but the reason, the purpose was to open the chakra energy channels to get that pineal gland circulating and what they call the 1,000-petaled golden nectar, the crown chakra, to get those chakras aligned, healed up, aligned, and then communicating freely with divine source. That's what we learn yoga for. And so not everybody is able to digest that, right? Not everybody wants that level. It's like when the plumber come over your house and you be like, okay, I need you to fix my sink. And you want the water to flow freely and empty into the drain, right? You don't want to know how the piping got into the house and what the architectural plan was that put the pipes in a particular place, and then where the clog exactly was and the mechanisms connected to the clog that, just fix it. Just fix it, baby. You the one with the degree, the education, the dang on journeyman's whatever in plumbing. Plumb. Just fix it. Not everybody wants to know the depths. Not everybody is born to be an initiate in that way. But we still got to nourish. We still got to plant the seed. Because if you are hearing this and this has any resonance with you, your time will come. Or your time may be here and you just need a drink, right? So we still have to share and let the energy, the seeds fall where they may to nourish whatever soil the divine ancestors and divine source deems that should go. Right? So yoga, we could teach about these various things from the yogic perspective, from the asana perspective, or asanas, which are postures, yoga postures. But what came to my spirit is, it's energy. Everything is energy, right? And so energetically, we want to first kind of heal that up. The traumas that happen in your life is energy. The energy lodges in your organs, producing illness and disease later in your life, maybe even, immediately. The energy lodges in your DNA and you pass that energy on to your offspring when you give birth to your children. The scientific reality is that the first cell that ever was is the first cell that is now. That's biology. That's physics, metaphysics, and physical biology. The first cell that ever was is within every human that is living, right? So when we have trauma, that's a particular kind of energy that gets lodged in your major organs, in your and in your DNA. Well, that energy is brought forth by something we call nowadays triggers, right? Triggers, the mind, the thought, the words that are uttered to someone elicits a kind of trigger. Wait a minute, I know you ain't talking to me like that. No, he didn't just say that. No, she didn't. Like the words, right? Elicit a trigger. Well, what's being triggered? The stored energy in your physiology, in your psychic sphere, which is, your 6 feet, your auric energy, right? As well as in your memory, your mental, intellectual capacity, mind, body, energy. Yeah? So, this 90-day challenge that's coming up, for those of y'all who just came on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share if you don't mind this particular channel. We're going to grow this YouTube channel right here because the nourishment is in full effect. Come on here now. Somebody type on Instagram and on YouTube, type "my chakras be lit." Come on here now. Put that in there. Let me get some engagement going on here, y'all. Y'all think this is lit? Wait till tomorrow morning. Let's go. My chakras be lit. That's right. So, the mind body energy is where I'm guided to share, to balance your mind, your body, and your energy. And then we can move to clean, intentional manifestation. Manifestation, money, mate, comforts, the 4 walls of our life, or the 4 essentials of our life: food, clothing, shelter, and the money flow. 4 essentials: food, clothing, shelter, the money flow, friends, family, loving relationships. Food, clothing, shelter. The 4 essentials of life have to be taken care of. Like, you can't really be worried about your mortgage, your rent, how you going to eat. You can't be worried about that, right? And you shouldn't be worried no how, because you can only serve 2 energies, 1 energy at a time, rather. You can't serve 2 energies, is what I meant to say. You can only serve 1 energy. If you worrying and fretting and rocking and rolling in the floor, and just fearful and tensed up because you're so fearful, that's serving the devilish energy, a demonic, destructive energy. But when you pray, when you meditate, when you slow your energy, your thought process, your movement down, when you sit and you deep breathe and chant some mantras, when you pour some libation, when you go get some flowers and put them around your house, when you pray, when you meditate, now you're serving the good. Now you're serving God in your life. So you can't serve 2 energies. So if you're going to worry about it, that means you ain't praying about it. And if you're praying about it, no need to worry about it, right? So healing up the chakra energy within each of us, the chakras, and then healing up your money, which is much more than money, but money is the thing. We all, and especially in this day of time, these folks, they so evil and wicked. Okay, fine. Let them be evil and wicked. They have been dealt with for millions of years. I'm talking about the spirit that has housed a person or a group of people, right? They've been evil and wicked forever. Like, you got to have yin and yang. You ain't gonna have all good and then there ain't nothing to disturb that. You ain't gonna have all bad and then there's not light to try to, quell that or balance it out, right? So we can't focus on what them folk doing. What we have to focus on is what we can do, and focus on brightening our energies as strongly as we can, praying about it, meditating on it, working on it, so that there's nothing but light. My chakras be lit, nothing but light. And then your ancestral guides can help you find your way. Your ancestral guides, the angels assigned to you, can then help you manifest and pull in. You got your teammate. You got your teammates working because they see you working to pull in through the heart chakra, from the root chakra on up, heart chakra, the manifestations that are indeed God and good for you in this lifetime. So this Heal Your Chakras, Heal Your Money 90-day challenge, truth be told, it's for me. It's for me and it's for you, but it's for me. Right? Because here's the thing. An African proverb says, the master who is standing before you, the message that comes from his mouth is tenfolds for him. You know, if you are supposed to teach, then you should teach. Whether you want to teach, whether you feel like teaching, whether you feel like you got a word or a message, turn on the camera, go to wherever the meeting place is in the time period in which you live, and share. Don't seek nothing, just share. Because my blessing is in being consistent. My blessing is in being devoted. My blessing is in being obedient to the message and the spirit that's on my heart. And whoever that touches, whoever that serves, whoever, like we say in the South, chew the meat and spit out the bone, whoever that's for, that's between them and God. This is not about capturing nobody. You know, if a message that comes through my spirit and my oration sharing with you is serving you, then that's a win-win-win. It's a win for you. It's a win for me. It's a win for God. Talk about team, right? So that's what this 90 days is about. Is about sharing all of from the teachings from the chakra healing and balance workbook that is lined out very clearly, is outlined very clearly what the chakras are, where they are. There's a whole lot of confusion about that. Excuse me. How we invoke the chakras and how we heal up the chakra energies. There's mantras, there's affirmations, there are, foods and colors, and we're going to go through each one of those chakra dynamics to help those who participate gain a better understanding and a better control of their energy. And as we do that, we'll move through manifestation of each chakra level. So 90 days, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 7:15, to 8:15, trying to be respectful of people's work day. And then, we will have replay. If you want to get the chakra healing workbook, I will be offering that as an ebook and as a hard copy. And I moved it from where it was over here. So I do not have it here with me, but this is reality, this reality broadcasting. So I'm gonna go get it right there. Y'all just enjoy the scenery. I'll be right back. All right, here I am for show. All right, so this is the chakra healing and balance workbook. It is the actual workbook. Now, this will come to you if you want the ebook in a PDF form. It's actually a flip book form, and you can print it out. But the workbook I love. First of all, it's really big, so you can see the letters. Let me put this right here. See the letters, right? And now this is the journaling space in the book, in the workbook, right? So after each chakra, we're going to have an assignment that we can do, and we'll go over each chakra. Like I said, I don't know if y'all, I'm gonna show it to Instagram first, and then I'll show it here on YouTube. Table of contents, each chakra. And at the end of each chakra is the journaling portion so that you can write down the messages that come to you and come to your spirit, right? So it's very exciting because in that time of the morning, your brain waves are still at a very receptive level. That's why it's important that you don't, except for coming to the heal the chakra, heal your chakras, heal your money. 90-day challenge, you don't jump on social media and be scrolling and looking at, ooh, child, what happened to her and what's that? And, because your brain waves, the hypothalamus, the hippocampus, the pineal gland, all of that is really receptive. And so if you watching hell and murder and doom and all of this first thing in the morning, that's what you're seeding your spirit with. Remember, mind, body, and energy. So you seed your spirit with a lot of doubt and fear and worry and and anxiety that then creates a memory in your DNA body, and your energy seeks to pull that in because you're resonating. Your frequency is on anxiety, right? Your unspoken, your non-physical movement, your frequency, your energy is on doubt. Your frequency is on worry. Your frequency is on fear. So we want to correct that. First thing in the morning, we want to get that frequency on lit. We want that frequency to be on magnetic. We want that frequency to be on the right dial tone or the right tone for the manifestation of our day. So 7:30 in the morning to 8:15. Prayerfully, we won't go longer than that because I know folks got to go to work. You will be able to get the replay. But here's what we're going to do. The replays will stay up for a week. But if you've purchased the book or the ebook, you'll get a copy of the replays. That's how we're going to do that, right? Because, the rejuvenation, the chakra, my chakra's lit, gang. Where my Sasa at? The love gang. My daughter, her tribe of people that follow her, they're called the Love Gang. I love it. She just pulled that one out the air, child. So that's awesome because her last name is Love, and she is love. Hey, Sanecho. Hey, who else is on here? Let me say hey to some people. It's so good to see y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming on. I really appreciate y'all. I'm talking to folks on Instagram. The tribe is, I'm talking to folks on YouTube. The tribe is on YouTube. What's up, Sanetchum? What's up, Sasa? Did I see Netfa on here? Simply Netfa. Netfa and I are doing the most, honey. We are doing, people say y'all doing too much. We doing the most. We are hosting our third annual head wraps, yoga, and curves. Hey, self care and healthy living experience in my beloved city of Trenton, New Jersey. That's September 30th. And another queen sister of mine. Wait a minute, I'm on Instagram now. I got to go over here and see this sister. All these people over here. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Thank you so much on the gram for checking in, for checking this out. Share this information with your tribe, and let's all just heal up together. And the next thing that I was going to mention, I did have it written down here. I wasn't going to forget nobody, child, because we have to have these chats. Is my beautiful sister Zola, the Crystal John, one of her signature events that I've partnered on since the beginning, which is Goddess in the Garden. Come on here now. Somebody give some snaps up for that. Wait, we need the bell. Hey, Goddess in the Garden, honey. And that is coming up this Saturday at the Nile Cafe in Philly. You know, both events will have speakers, entertainment, all about celebrating feminine beauty, the dynamic of love in our life, what it means, and how we feel about the state of womanhood and sisterhood at this time on the planet, and how we all can come together and heal, right? Not just heal, but, create excellence and create, the energy that these young girls need to see. These young men need to see, and women in the feminine energy, and not have it demonized so strongly, body positivity, the whole curves, curves is self-care. Head wraps, the colors, and the way in which you adorn your crown says a lot about how you care about your divine connection, because that crown is essential, right? As a baby, we never that soft spot, that little baby soft spot, when you got the baby and you be like, watch the head, watch the soft spot, it never closes, because that is, the thousand petal lotus doorway to divine source. So it never closes. So both of these wonderful, wonderful gatherings, I'm so honored to be a part of both. In a very special way. Goddess in the Gardens is September 16th at the Nile from 2 to 6. No, 2 to 8. Lord, child. Let me see. Don't let me have to bring up the flyer. 2 to 6, I think, or 2 to 8. Anyway, it's at the Nile. Now, the Nile has wonderful food. It'll be vegan food. That's this September 16th. And it's just going to be awesome. Entertainment. Wait a minute. Queen Yazzie, too, is our partner at Goddess in the Garden. And she just is a wonderful host, wonderful sister who keeps the energy flowing, just a sweet spirit. I don't know how I ended up between two Sagittariuses, this Pisces flow, but that's my aunt, too. It's all the Jupiter. Look at that. Sagittarius and Pisces. Those are the Jupiterian astrologies. Look at us. Yay, us. And of course, my beautiful sister Netfa, she and I, we've been sister friends for a long time, this lifetime, and many, 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 many other lifetimes. We are collabing and holding space strong for head wraps, yoga, and curves, a self-care and healthy living event here in Trenton. We named it yoga and asanas in Philly, our first two that we did in Philly, but I kept getting questions like, what's asanas, what's asanas? Child, let's just call it yoga. So that folks can understand what we are saying, because in marketing, people got to understand what you're talking about, right? You can't just be, they be like, what? No, the least thing you want is for people to be confused, right? So you can get your tickets. Both events are ticketed. Yoga, head wraps and yoga is a free admission event. It's at a school in Trenton, beautiful school. Our venue partner is the Trenton Board of Education and Joyce Kilmer Intermediate School. So that's awesome. We will have plenty of vendors, so you can come out and enjoy the marketplace. Beautiful speakers that's sharing about, the theme, which is, head wraps, yoga, and curves. And so also at Goddess in the Garden, it's the same format. Beautiful speakers, vendors, the food is on sale from the Nile, and just a holistic, loving time. At Goddess in the Garden, there will be a panel on womanhood and how we want to discuss that in a safe, open space where we can talk as Black women, as African ancestral women, about what's happening with womanhood in this here country and the rest of the place, right? And we are going to honor some of our community goddesses, at Goddess in the Garden. So there is a nomination and a words of well-being that you can share. Y'all, everybody can go to Zola for that. Her Instagram, Zola. What is it? The Crystal John. You can go there for that. But both events are ticketed, and the information links are in my bio on Instagram, Mama Yoga Wellness on Instagram. Okay. Well, this seemed to have gone okay. Y'all, let me know. Give me some feedback in the comments before I close out. This was kind of a test run for the warm up week to heal your chakras, heal your money, which the warm up week starts tomorrow morning at 7:30. Tell a friend, bring a friend. It'll be the same setup. I'm going to be on YouTube, which is our main broadcast, and the backup in case something happens with the technology on YouTube. We're going to be on Instagram 7:30 tomorrow morning. Warm up week. This is to tell you what the whole 90 days is going to be about, to get you interested, to have people to invite you in. There's no fee. I'm not charging a fee. If you want to buy the book, you can. You can buy the Chakra Healing Workbook. This is the big book. Or you can get the ebook, which will come to you as a flip book or PDF. Okay. So those are the monetary options. But what I am looking for is to be a contributor to our rise, to our energy, brightening the darkness that is, out here and in our own lives, and, helping us connect with financial wealth and financial success. That's what we need. We need to stop playing. I'll talk more about my perspective about the Afrocentric community and the whole money fear and broke assness. This is going to be some of this kind of discussion in here, right? I'm a cussing yogi, child. I try not to drop no big cuss words, but I do inflect certain words so that we can understand clearly the passion of what's being said. So, like I said, if you could leave me some feedback in terms of the comments before I close out, I would really like to share your takeaways. Can everybody just leave one takeaway? And I would love to share that before I close this session out. What was one of your takeaway? Let's see. Sanetchum says win, win, win. Yep. I love that. The win, win, win is the team when you do your purpose, you serve people, and then, God is manifested through you. Win, win, win. All right. Yes, I'm scrolling up here. Okay. High vibrational invitation to come along the healing journey. Yes. Oh, wait. Netfa says high vibrational invitation to come along on the healing journey. I love that. Well, yes, it's an invitation and it's high vibrational. Let's go. Mind, body, energy. I can't be on here like, hey, y'all, let's heal. That's another reason why the challenge, like I say, is for me too, because 7:30 in the morning, what? Okay, let's do it. 7:30 in the morning, I'm up, but I ain't in front of people. But that's neither here nor there. We said earlier, you can't be, if you're going to pray about it, then you can't worry about it. You can't serve two energies. You can't serve two masters, right? So that's good. Thank you for that, Netfa. I don't know if everybody else, because let's see, Sasa, did you leave a takeaway? And let me look on here on Instagram to see if anybody has a takeaway for me from this chat. And this will be the format, right? I will ask for a takeaway. So if you're going to be on all 90 days or 10 days or 15 days or 5 days, I'm asking you to prepare to listen intently so you can leave a takeaway. Yes. Hey, yep, one takeaway, a reminder. Often we come to teach that which we have come to hear and to learn. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Thank you, beautiful, simply Netfa. Netfa has a couple of takeaways. That's awesome. And over here on Instagram, let's see. All my what you call this is running together. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, hey, brother Scott Comedy. Listen, he did my logo for the Mind, Body, Energy, and Balance podcast. That artwork that you see when you look at our podcast, that's Brother Scott Comedy, and K Scott. I Child, is that you? Lord have mercy. What time is it? I think that's the same, brother. Y'all check him out and let me know if it is or it isn't, right? But I think it's the same, brother. Okay, so thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. You know, they say when one or more are gathered, that really is the energetic vortex that we create to access, to connect to enliven and brighten our spirit. You know, that's why we're so interested in going to temple and church and all of that, because the connection of one another in a sacred space, a space that's created for a certain level of vulnerability and openness, creates a kind of nourishment and a kind of connection to source. So I appreciate y'all. It could be one of y'all on here, it could be me, because it ain't ever just me. It's me and the divine ancestral entourage. And I see every one of y'all's entourage too. I appreciate y'all. 7:30 tomorrow morning. Be right here and on the gram for Heal Your Chakras, Heal Your Money. See y'all soon. Peace and love.